Alright, what's up everybody? Today we're talking about the EOS R5, and Canon released some pretty insane specs. They actually did it. They finally did it for once. So on April 20th, Canon confirmed all of these specs. So let's roll through these. 8K RAW internal recording up to 29.97 frames per second, and 422 10-bit Canon C-Log. H.265 422 10-bit HDR PQ H.265. What? 4K internal recording up to 120 frames per second and 422 10-bit C-Log. I'm stoked about that. H.265 422 10-bit HDR PQ 4K external recording is available up to 60 frames per second. This is insane. No crop in 8K and 4K using the full frame sensor. Everybody was pissed about the 4K having a major crop. Now we have 8K and 4K, no crop. I don't think anyone's gonna use 8K, but 4K no crop, money. We have dual pixel autofocus in all recording modes. For the photographers out there, we have high speed shooting, so 20 frames per second in silent mode, but 12 frames per second in mechanical shutter. And a Canon first, the EOS R5 will have IBIS, which Sony perfected, Nikon has it, everybody else has it, but for the first time, Canon is doing IBIS. I hope the catch with this camera, just like the other cameras, like not having 24 FPS, having a crop, all these other like little catches that just make this camera not perfect. I hope IBIS just doesn't completely destroy this camera. That would be a bummer. Alongside of having IBIS, this camera will also work with IS or OS. So your RF lenses and EF lenses, as long as they're stabilized, they both should work well together, presumably. Sony perfected this with their stabilized lenses and IBIS. It works so great. We'll have dual card slots, we'll have the new CF Express and a standard SD card slot. And what's interesting is that there will be an image.canon cloud service. So your EOS R5 will back up automatically to this cloud service or to an external service like Google Drive or Flickr. That's pretty cool because if you're out in the field and you need to back up your stuff, I think it would work out there. Hopefully you don't need like a Wi-Fi connection. Like if you just have like a satellite GPS thing, that'd be pretty sweet. But I feel like it'd be Wi-Fi. So when this EOS R5 was rumored, people were starting to speculate like, will this kill all of Sony's line, the A7S III? That Sony hasn't even given a hint to it. We don't know what was coming out. I was even waiting for it, but I ended up buying the Pocket 6K, which is what you're watching right now. When the EOS R5 finally had its specs confirmed by Canon, I started seeing everyone ditching all their cameras. People were selling it the regular EOS R. They were selling their Sonys, Pocket 6Ks, Pocket 4Ks, all these hybrid mirrorless cameras and these entry-level cinema cameras. Everyone was ditching them even though the EOS R5 probably won't ship till late summer. The announcement of this EOS R5 is pretty exciting because Canon has never given people what they actually wanted. There's always been a catch, there's been some drawbacks. Yeah, there's always been some drawbacks with these cameras, but for the first time there's full frame 4K recording and 8K. You have IBIS, you have this insane shutter speed for photos, you have 10-bit 422. Everything just looks so good on paper, and I just hope that they don't screw it up. So will I get this camera? I'd like to think so. I'll probably sell my A6500 and ditch Sony completely and just go full into the Canon lineup. I know eventually I'd like to get a C300 or C500 or something. Like if all my freelance projects call for it, I'll definitely go that route. But for sure I want the EOS R5 as a B camera to my Pocket 6K, and as an A camera when I don't want to bring this whole cinema rig. It'd be nice being able to pair up the EOS R5, like getting nature shots and backpacking and all this different stuff, and be able to use that alongside my Pocket 6K, because my Sony, that 8-bit, it just doesn't look good with my Pocket 6K. So yeah, I think Canon finally did it. The whole community seems to be pretty stoked on this. You know, there's some skeptics like, we don't need 8K, we don't need 6K. I think it's good future-proofing, but it's a step in the right direction for Canon. I'm stoked. Hopefully it's not gonna be more than $3,500 for the body. It probably will be around that range, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm stoked on this camera. Let me know if you're gonna be trading out your cameras. Let me know if you're stoked on this. What about this camera do you love? Is there anything that you're hesitant about? Are you gonna pick up the EOS R, the standard one? I actually might pick that up if it continues to drop in price, because the camera's still great. I shot on that in Asia. It's perfect. It was a really fun camera to shoot on. So yeah, with that, take it easy. Peace.